After each team traded punts, High Point starts to move the ball on Par Hills. Watch as Jared Mazzelli takes the pitch and breaks free for a 17-yard gain and a first down for the Wildcats at the Par Hills 42-yard line. On the very next play, High Point quarterback Kevin Fasano completes the Wildcats' only pass of the day as Joe Drossel jumps up and makes the nice catch for another 17 yards, and the Wildcats are in business at the Par Hills 16-yard line. And the Wildcats cap the 5-play, 67-yard drive in scary fashion as Fasano bobbles the ball before finding Joe Gacchione on the pitch, and Gacchione takes it in from 16 yards out, and the Wildcats take a 7-0 lead with 3:30 left in the first quarter. Okay, High Point's defense was ferocious all game. Watch defensive tackle Billy Smith make the first of his 2 sacks here as he chases down Par Hills quarterback Mike Comerford for an 8-yard loss, forcing a Vikings punt. And on Par Hills' next possession, watch High Point defensive end Nick Boyle get into the act as he makes his bone-crunching hit on C.J. Joyce as he plants Joyce for a big loss. Then it's Smith again later in the second quarter as he sacks Comerford again for the Wildcats. Smith was a menace all game and finished with 10 tackles for the Wildcats. And High Point's defense comes up with the biggest play of the game here as time's running out in the first half as linebacker Austin Caldwell finishes off Comerford for the sack to cap an outstanding goal line stand to protect the Wildcats' 7-0 lead at the half. What a big play there. Okay, third quarter we go and watch Tyler Mathis of High Point get a good jump on this Par Hills pass as he makes the interception on the sideline to give the ball back to the Wildcats. All right, High Point's option offense is tough to stop. Watch High Point quarterback Kevin Fasano make the great spin move and rumble 23 yards to the Par Hills 15 for a first down. And the Wildcats cash in Mathis' INT here as Austin Caldwell blasts into the end zone from a yard out, and Joe Drossel's second PAT makes it 14-0 Wildcats with 3:05 left in the third quarter. Par Hills is trying to get back into this game, and the Vikings get a spark here as Mike Comerford gets the first down on the fake punt near midfield before being taken down at the Wildcats' 36. The Vikings finally get into the end zone here as Comerford finds Dan Jamison right at the pylon for a nifty 12-yard score, and it's 14-6 High Point with 10:29 left in the game. Par Hills missed the first PAT attempt, but gets a second chance after a roughing the kicker call, and the Vikings make good on it as Greg Minardi dashes in for 2, and we have a 14-8 ball game here in Parsippany. High Point tries to hold on to its lead here. Watch Austin Caldwell go up the gut for a hard-earned 18-yard gain for a first down. Caldwell pounded the Vikings for 97 yards on 22 carries. And after forcing a Par Hills punt, the Wildcats' offensive line takes over, helping Caldwell get a big first down here on a third down play to keep eating the clock for High Point. Then Fasano puts the final touches on the High Point victory as he bolts for 23 yards here for a first down. And behind a great defensive effort, the Wildcats open the season with a 14-8 win over the Vikings in an independent clash at Par Hills High School.
It's big. We were looking forward to the game because last year it was a big deal because we beat them in the final seconds and it was really cool. It's kind of like a small rivalry now, and we just came out here. Hype was that we had a good team and we just wanted to come out here and show them how good we really were. We didn't quite do that. I think we're capable of playing a lot better, but we'll see. Hopefully we play better next week and continue on from there.
Last year we came out for the first time in a long time and won our first season, and it gives you a lot of momentum, but you definitely it helps rolling into the next game, but it's a long season. The most important thing right now is staying healthy. And, made a lot of mistakes today. It was a little sloppy win, but, it shows where we can be. We got to work hard to be at that point, but a lot of mistakes sometimes is a good thing,
We just came out. We knew we had to do. Coach told us in the thing, they're going to come out hard. They're going to smack us in the face. They have a blitz package. They're going to blitz every play. We got to pick it up. We're going to get caught sometimes, but that's what we have to do. We got to keep on pushing the ball. And on defense, that goal line stand, that's just what we do. That's not something that just happened. That's what we do. That's how our defense is, and that's how we got to run this game.
I told the kids right after the game, we have a long way to go. But credit them. I don't know if we made a lot of mistakes or if it was just the fact that they're a real good team, and I know they are a real good team. But it was big emotionally for us. We had a goal line stand. I think it was inside the 1 to end the half, which gave us momentum in the half coming back out into the second half. And we had the momentum. 1 yard here or there, then they have the momentum in the second half. So, credit our kids for stopping them. I think they had 4 downs, right? And they had a penalty or something. They had a bunch of downs down there. So, kids just kept playing tough.
High Point's defensive motto, swarm and punish.
Coach, especially Coach Welber, he's like one of our old school coaches, and he puts a lot of pride in our defense and gives us some motivational speeches. And we actually started carrying out this block, says High Point defense on it, swarm and punish. And that's what we are. We want to swarm and punish whoever wants to run the ball on us. And, at the end of the game, when it started getting rough and we was lacking confidence, I grabbed everybody and I said, "Come here, touch this. You wrote your name on it. You signed it. You live by the code. You signed it. Now earn it." And defense definitely stepped up and earned it.
Swarm punish. That's what our defense is. I mean, we got to swarm every single person. We're just going to take them down. I mean, we're going to swarm. That's what we do as a defense. We're going to hit them every single play. As the first play, we're going to hit them hard. Until the last play, we're going to hit them hard. We ain't going to stop.
We had a couple turnovers, or one turnover, I think. We bent. Probably bent a little bit more than I care to admit, but we bent, but we didn't break. We didn't break. They made plays. They're a good team, and our kids responded.
The biggest defensive play of the game came at the end of the first half when Austin Caldwell came up with a huge goal line stand.
We do a little switch thing there, a little stunt, and Bo took 2 men. I just was free. I came through. I shed the running back, and I just tackled the quarterback with Billy. I mean, that's what we have to do. I mean, there's nothing that we knew is right when we played that play. That's what we got to do. We're going to get them. We're going to stop them and get the motion to halftime.
Game's momentum for the whole game. It was kind of back and forth for the first half. We had a score, but I mean, it's not like they weren't in the game. You know what I mean? It was back and forth, and to stop them there on the goal line and go into the half that was big for us.
High Point scored its first touchdown on a little scary play, a bobble by Kevin Fasano, but Joe Gacchione took it in for 6.
That's the option. There's a lot of bobbling, but once we get control of it, we're pretty good at it. Kevin's really good with his reads. Our line's excellent at blocking, and when they're able to do that, I'm just able to read, and I found the end zone, so it was good.
High Point was clinging to a 14-8 lead, and their offensive line took over, and Austin Caldwell got some big first downs to run out the clock.
I never have lacked confidence in Austin. He's a hard runner, but I told the offensive line, man, in 2 minutes, you're not going to feel any pain. So, they dug down deep, and we got the job done.
I mean, Coach just came up to me. He said, "You got to get the first down for us. I mean, you got to do it for us." And I said, "That's my job." I mean, the O-line's, come on, Austin, come on, Austin. Hey, that's my job. I got to get my job done. They got to do their job, and that's how we got to win this game. We're going to do our job, and we're going to win.